Just your overall thoughts so far on practice. I think this is what, number 8 here today.
Yeah.
Just your overall thoughts on spring ball so far.
I'm just having fun. It's fun to just be able to jump into a new role, and just elevate yourself and your teammates and try and push yourself to be better. And just right now we're learning to be a team, and we're just trying to build off of that.
Anywhere specific do you feel like you have elevated your game?
I feel like my pass rush, I've elevated my game a ton, just being able to get more into space and work at edge a lot more, and just overall just being able to get off the ball too.
I feel like it was definitely an opportunity.
Anything else for the last couple of practices that you want to continue working on? Anything that you haven't seen from yourself so far?
I just want to continue just using my hands more, especially when it comes to the run game, just in extension and just being able to get off blocks faster. Yeah, that's the main part.
We don't get to see practice, so we ask you guys on some of the guys maybe you're going up against. Who are some of the competition you face every practice?
I mean, the entire line just gives us a challenge every day just to get better and just keep working. Like, if we beat them one day, the next day they're going to come back and try and hit us 2 times as hard. So, just going up against guys like Lonnie and Elijah Page, just working to make me better every day is really helpful.
How else would you describe the competitiveness between you guys, between the two lines?
Oh, just the O-line, D-line?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you say going back and forth.
Yeah, we start bickering every now and then. That's just the competitive nature of us. We just always want to be the best we can, and then O-line staying in the way of us being the best we can, and D-line staying in the way of the O-line being the best we can. So just working against each other like that, it's a challenge, but it's definitely inviting.
How would you describe Coach Henney's coaching style?
I'm always a team guy, so I'm always going to put team first, and I know I had to do it.
He's very informative and detailed in the way he coaches and wants us to do things. Like rips and arm overs and stuff like that. There's some things he doesn't like us doing that other D-line coaches might like us doing for specific reasons. He just has a very specific way in the way he coaches, and he's very helpful in helping us learn that. Him and Coach Newell just helping us learn all the details and everything like that.
So I have to
You guys have some new guys in the room. What do you see from the freshmen and the transfers?
The freshmen and transfers they've been doing really good, especially the young guys. They've came out, jumped out, they did their thing, they're doing their thing. Jakeem, Floyd, Cash, all of them, they're developing at a good rate, and just being able to see those guys work their game helps push me and the other D linemen to work our best every single day.
What are some of the things that you kind of told them, advice-wise, that you learned along the way, that they might be able to carry on?
Honestly, the biggest thing is just adversity will come, and the best way to elevate your game is knowing how to handle adversity, and not letting the bad practice tear you down. And in my opinion, there's no such thing as a bad practice. Just just a learning curve you need to get over. And as a freshman, that's kind of difficult to understand because everything's going at such a faster pace than it was in high school. So just trying to get those guys to understand that, and just keep doing their thing and not worry about their mistakes. They got time.
Sorry to already ask this, but how much can you notice just the increased size on the defensive line? Just in any given practice, where are you noticing that?
So, just looking at last year's D-line, I think we had 1 to 2 D-linemen over 300 pounds. Now we got 2 freshmen over 300 pounds, So just the increase in weight has been pretty noticeable in the weight in the D-line room, especially on the field. It's those bigger bodies plugging up those holes more. So it's been nice for sure.
You guys were close to winning a lot of games last year. Was there a focus on anything this offseason on how to get yourself over the top in some of those games that you almost won?
Honestly, our main focus this season is just being a team, trusting each other, loving each other, learning how to work together and everything. I think once we get that down, those games will take care of themselves.
Where is Jakeem Stewart that stood out to you most in this short amount of time you've seen him?
Wait, what'd you say?
Where is Jakeem Stewart stood out the most?
His position, or what do you mean?
Just where is he, just as a player, during spring, where is he impressed you most, maybe?
Honestly, he just has such a unique body type, and the way he moves is so I don't know how to explain it. He's just he's a long dude. He moves where he has long arms. He can get around old linemen. Just the way he just flips his hips and everything. He's a specimen for sure.
One more. How do you feel about where you and the team are at this point in spring ball, especially like the defense?
I think we're in a good spot. Obviously, there's things we need to improve on and keep working, and just being a team and just working together, loving each other. Keeping that competitive nature while trying to keep things civil and everything. We keep improving on that. We'll go places as a team.
Thank you, Jide.
Appreciate it.